What's up, everybody? Now, look, as far as we'll call it the race, we'll call it the human race. And we'll call it the human race because we're in competition with one another. And also, to compete. A race is a competitive relationship between groups of people. And as far as it is concerned here in America, we'll call it the race because we're in a respective category. I'm in the black category. You have others that are in the white category. You got a lot of Latinos, a lot of Hispanics. They're in the white category. You know, they got the soul and the rhythm and the style and everything, but they're in the white category. You look at their paperwork, and when they look at their race, they say their ethnicity is Hispanic or Latino, but their race is white. And that's the thing. That's the tricky thing. When they call us people of color, that's a jaded and ambiguous term because everybody has color. Even white people have color. They have color. Everybody has color, but they call us people of color because that's like a bait and switch trick. They're saying people of color and minority. People of color, minority, poor people, all these are like jaded and ambiguous terms that they use to classify black people. But that can be anybody. Technically, it can be anybody. So but the main thing is to smother black people. Whenever black people talk about being picked on, they'll say people of color. That way they include everybody. That way, even like civil rights can be anybody. Civil rights don't necessarily mean black people, but you think it means black because you saw Martin Luther King marching for civil rights. But civil rights can be anybody. Women can fall under that. Gays can fall under that category. So if black people are trying to fight for something, and the reason I'm saying black people because it was black people and black people only that was purposely and intentionally handicapped by slavery. And of course, they're not slaves today in America, but the poverty that was put on them is handed down from parent to child, parent to child, parent to child. The wealth that was put on the wealthy is handed down from parent to child, parent to child. You look at all the buildings in your city, the city that you live in, any city that you live in America, all them buildings that you see are owned by wealthy white people. They're not owned by poor black people. And this is why we never see racism the way we think it is. You're surrounded by it. All the buildings that's surrounded by you is owned by wealthy white people. So you on a plantation and you can't escape. I'm on a plantation and can't escape because I'm surrounded by all them buildings. Oh, man. But back to what I was saying, race means category. It means category. It means a race is a competition. And we're competing for wealth and resources in our respective category. That's what we're doing. I'm on the black team. I didn't ask to be on the black team. I was put on the black team by default because of my color, my skin. That's why I said in one of my poems, I was born at odds with the government for the color of my skin. I didn't ask for it. It's just the way I was born. And the power structure made up these rules. And the black people in America cannot be racist. We don't own and control shit. How can you be racist in America and every building that you look up to is owned by wealthy white people? You know what I'm saying? What do black people own that they can be racist? What do black people own that they can deny anybody anything? They can be a bigot, but you can't be a racist. We don't own and control anything. All you see on TV is an illusion. All you see them guys making it rain with all their money and shit. That's an illusion. That's an illusion. They don't own how many skyscrapers do you think Jay-Z owns? How many skyscrapers do 6ix9ine own? He got a lot of nice cars. He don't own those skyscrapers. He don't dictate policy. You know when it's time to vote, like the wealthy that own these buildings do, they dictate policies. Them rappers with all that money don't dictate no policies. They ain't got no political clout. You know, they just like me when it comes to politics. They might get a better lawyer if they need one. But other than that, they're just like me. All right, y'all, let me go. I'll park way over there. All right, take it easy. Remember, race means category. A race is a competition. It's a competitive relationship between groups of people. Just like when you watch the Olympics. And that's the funny, when we watch Olympics, all you gotta do is trace the language. You got France, England, Germany, Russia, Barbados. All them people are competing in a race for the prospective country. That's because they was enslaved by that country or colonized by that country. That's why they speak French. That's why you see black people that speak French like the Haitians. That's why you see black people that speak English like me. That's why you see black people that speak Spanish like Dominicans. They were colonized by that country. And that's why they speak that language. All right? Take it easy.